Hello everyone, Thempyrean here with more new cards. We've got the Raw Yellow pack, and we've got one little card from Korai, Chaos Origins, Annihilating Retro Light. It's a trap card. It's a counter trap card, in fact. Annihilating Retro Light, when your opponent activates the effect of a monster they control that was not summoned this turn, negate the activation, then you can banish face down all face-up monsters they control that were not summoned this turn. So you gotta keep track of which ones were summoned this turn and which ones weren't. Hopefully, you know. If this card is set, it's a set card in the opponent's control, or at the owner's control, sorry, is what's destroyed by opponent's card effect, set a trap from your deck. So it does replenish itself in a way if it gets removed. I mean, like, it's a powerful card, but it's not a good card. You know what I'm saying? It's got a very powerful effect, but it's so slow. It's a counter trap card that's only going to work on a card that wasn't summoned this turn, and then banishes a bunch of non-summoned this turn monsters. It's just not something that's going to actually see play, I don't think. I don't know. I wouldn't even say it's interesting, because it's just a negate that then banishes. Like, that's not particularly interesting either. It's powerful. I could see it seeing play in slower formats, but I don't think that's interesting necessarily. I think it's quite boring. Alright, next up, Raw Yellow. A limited pack GX, Raw Yellow. First up, we got a dinosaur. Alright, Dark Tyranno. A level 7 Earth Dinosaur effect monster, 2600 attack, 1800 defense. Can only use this card's name first and third effect each once per turn. During the main phase, if a spell card or effect was activated this turn, you special this card from your hand. Not too difficult to get down on the field. Alright. It's got a decent attack stat. It's a thing you can use as a link monster, as link material. You know, not bad. Can attack directly if the only monsters your opponent controls are in defense position. So that means if they're all fucking face down because like a Quaking Mirror Force or Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, it has the ability to just attack directly, which is kind of cool. This would have gone fucking crazy in the old dinosaur structure deck. As of today, I don't think these are just like icing on the cake of the final effect. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a level 8 or higher dinosaur monster from your deck to your hand. Then if your opponent controls a monster, you special summon that monster from your hand. So this is Pankratops. This is an instant Pankratops off of Overraptor. Overraptor, or just like using the other effect, the spell card effect, to summon itself, and then linking it off, and then getting Pankratops. If the opponent controls a monster, which, you know, Pankratops would want to have that anyways. I think the fact that it only special summons if the opponent controls a monster is a bit of a downside for this card that's going to make it not see play. It's just like another Garnet then. Like, it's just yet another Garnet to Dinosaur, the deck full of Garnets. It's like giving a Garnet to Hero, right? Why would you give a Garnet to Hero or Dinosaur? They already have plenty. At least in this case, it can be, it's very soft. It can actually just summon from the hand if you have activated a spell card or effect this turn, which you might have. You might have used Fossil Dig, say. And like I said, Overraptor can add this to the hand or send it to the grave, so it can very easily get both of the effects off, or just the one that you want because you don't have a spell in hand, right? It's just, is this better than what we currently have in Dinosaurs? No. I'm adding Misk, right? Or if I'm not adding Misk, I'm adding a baby, or whatever, depending on what kind of build you're doing. You're adding something already. Like, you already have good adds in Dinosaur. What we need are better extenders, not more searchers. So, will this see play? I don't think so. But, I think it has the potential. This card is good enough to where I could see it having play in a later build when we get more cards that work better with it. So I'm keeping an eye on Dark Tyranno for sure. Then we have Arcana Force 12, the Hanged Man, which you might already know is already in Duel Links. Does it have this effect? Let's just go. I don't know if that's the right number, but the Hanged Man is already in Duel Links. So it does not have the same effect. They're gonna have to update it or something. I actually don't know how they'll handle that. I don't think, anyways. No, it just has the coin toss effect. It doesn't have the first effect here. By the way, it's a light level 6 fairy effect monster. 2200, 2200, of course. You can only use this card's name's first effect once per turn. When a card effect is activated, quick effect, you can reveal this card in your hand. Special summon an Arcana Force monster from your hand in defense position. So they gave the Hanged Man a turn 0 effect. I don't know that it actually does anything for Arcana Force, but it is funny that they have a turn 0 play. It's very funny that of all the decks that have turn 0 plays, Arcana Force is one of them. But yeah, the Duel Links version of Arcana Force the Hangman does not have that effect. So I wonder if they're going to add that effect or just leave it off or what. Anyways, the second effect is the coin toss effect. If this card is summoned, toss a coin. This card gains the appropriate effect. Heads, destroy one monster you control, and if you do, take damage equal to its original attack. Tails, destroy one monster your opponent controls, and if you do, inflict damage to them equal to its original attack. So it's got a little bit of a minor time wizard kind of effect going on. This card is interesting, but I don't know that it does anything because Arcana, like, it doesn't quick effect put the fucking light barrier on the field so you can guarantee what coin toss you have, right? So it gives Arcana Force a turn 0 play that could go disastrously wrong. I don't know. It's interesting at the very least that they got a turn 0 play, and it does help complete some of the set of Arcana Force monsters, but I'm not expecting it to change much. Lastly, we have... Oh, not lastly. I thought it was lastly. We have Candelato, the Phantom Beast of Light. So a new Phantom Beast card. It also looks very Arcana Force. The English dub is Candelato, Beast of Light, but it qualifies as a Phantom Beast monster. Huh. Level 12 Light Beast effect monster, 0 attack, 0 defense. You only use this card's name 1 in 3 effects once per turn. Discard 2 other cards. 2 other cards. Special summon this card from your hand. Then you can add a card from your deck to your hand that has a coin tossing effect. So at least it replaces one of those cards. But god, that's a lot of card advantage lost. Gains 1,000 attack and defense for each card in your hand. Okay, sure. When a card or effect is activated that includes an effect that adds a card from deck to your hand, you can negate that effect. And the third effect is once per turn. Good, good. So it's got a stupid little Droll and Lockbird style negate, but it is only once per turn, which is nice. Huh. It is a searcher for coin toss effects, but they already the coin toss decks already have that, and this one goes down on card advantage like crazy, but it does establish a negate, so I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this one. I feel like it's maybe good. Hard to say. All right, and then we get... Look at him. Look at this guy. Plasma Warrior Itom. A level 8 Light Thunder special summon effect monster. Oh, there's another guy still. We were definitely not near the end. Level 8 Light Thunder special summon monster. 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense. Always treated as a Magna Warrior card. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must be summoned from your hand or graveyard by attributing a level 7 or higher monster. You can only special summon Plasma Warrior Item once per turn this way. There's quite a few monsters you could contribute to get this guy in the field. Once per turn, you can send a Magnet Warrior or Magna Warrior monster from your deck to the graveyard, except for Plasma Warrior Item. For the rest of this turn, this card's original attack becomes 1,500. Also, it cannot. Also, it can attack directly. Oh, so it's having its attack to attack directly. Okay. I guess it's the 6th way to get a Magnet Warrior or Magna Warrior monster into grave that gets you. This card does not need to exist. I don't think this is going to find its way in play. Magnet Warrior has better and more consistent ways to get Magnet Warriors and Magna Warriors into the graveyard. It doesn't need this. All right. White Knight's Lord. Oh, MBT. Level 7 Light Warrior effect monster, 2,000 attack, 2,000 defense. You only use this card's name's first effect once per turn. Banish 3 monsters from your graveyard, special summon this card from your hand, then you can apply one of these effects. Just any 3 monsters. That's kind of interesting. Special summon a White Knight or White Knight monster from your hand or deck. Okay, let's see what that means. Let us find out what that means. White Knights. Huh. Interesting. Well, White Knight surely will get something. It gets the White Knight Lord. Ooh, White Knight Dragon. That's a fun card. And White Knight Queen. Cannot be special summoned once per turn. You can target one set card, destroy that target. During the player's turn, when the spell trap targets this card is activated, negate the activation. Yeah, it's got the targeting negate. Only for itself, though. And then it can change the attack target to itself. Stupid. Bad card. So it can special summon those, except for the queen, which can't be special summoned. So it can summon the dragon and nothing else. It can special summon this card that doesn't exist, or the dragon and not the queen, because the queen can't be special summoned. Add a white veil from your deck to your hand. That's the one. Oh, that the art dragon white searches or something. It does, yeah. So this is the searcher for it searches white veil. Or I guess another searcher, because Arm Dragon level 10 white also searches it. Okay, sure. When an attack is declared involving this card and an opponent's monster, change that monster's attack to 0. If this card is destroyed, your opponents inflict 1,000 damage to them. Sure. This is just a card that exists. English dub of the anime, this card is called White Knight Lord. However, its effect here is not supposed to special summon Morpheus the Dream Mirror White Knight, so we're sticking with the plural form. Oh. Okay. Invincible. Oh, so it can summon more of itself. That's why it says White Knight's monster. It can summon more of itself. Okay. And then the KN and the N in Japanese are probably basically similar. Like probably same characters. Okay. Invincible Demise Lord. Cool. It's a cool name. Level 6 Dark Fiend effect monster, 1300, 2000. You use this card's name first and second effect this card, well, once for each per turn. During the end phase, this monster was destroyed by battle this turn. Special summon this card from your hand or the graveyard, and if the Invincible Demise Lord was destroyed by battle this turn, this card's original attack becomes 3000. Also can be destroyed by card effects. Okay. So if this card is destroyed by battle, it comes back stronger. Okay, sure. During your main phase, you can reveal cards in your deck, including Slash Draw, equal to the number of cards your opponent controls +1, and place those revealed on the top of the deck in any order. Now that effect is funny. I don't know that that's good, but I could see this showing up in some really stupid FTK or something, right? I feel like that's an effect that could show up in a really stupid FTK. Otherwise, obviously, this is not a good card. These two are just fucking anime cards that are just being finally brought into the game. Speaking of anime cards are being finally brought into the game, Clay Guardman. Elemental Hero Clay Guardman, level 4 Earth Warrior Fusion Effect Monster, 0 attack, 2800 defense. Materials, an Elemental Hero monster and a Warrior monster, extremely easy to make. They've made this a, very easy card to make. Go use this card's name's first effect once per turn. If this card is special summon, you can special summon an Elemental Hero monster from your deck. Then if your opponent controls a card, you can inflict 400 damage to each of them, to them for each. Also, you cannot special summon for the extra deck for the rest of this turn except for hero monsters. The usual lock, at least it's a very generous lock, it's just hero monsters instead of Elemental Hero or Dark Heroes or whatever, all those different locks that some of the cards have. Other Elemental Hero monster you control can be destroyed by battle or card effects. That's kind of an annoying effect too, actually. English dub called this Clay Guardian, but this isn't a guardian monster. So there's a lot of these where they're having to be so this kind of interferes with this archetype, this kind of interferes with this archetype. That's funny. Okay, so I think this card is really fucking good. And you know why? It has nothing to do with anything on this card except for this. Level 4. That means it's an instant fusion target. Instant fusion, make this guy special summon an elemental hero monster. You can search instant fusion in hero. Also, it's very easy to make as well. It's just an elemental hero monster and a warrior monster. Very easy to make. So you could just make this the old-fashioned way. And if that's the case, this helps protect plasma. It can't be destroyed by battle. Plasma? That's fucking obnoxious. I think this card is really fucking good. It is what Hero actually needed. A card that does something without requiring 10 million bricks. And I think I've seen it's going to cut out some bricks, I think, and that's really interesting for Hero. I just hope they don't go to Plasma, because that's going to be fucking annoying. All right, a couple more. 3 more? Okay, yeah. 3 more cards. Doll Hammer, a normal spell card. You can only use this card's first and second effect once per turn each. Target a monster you control, destroy it, and if you do, draw 2 cards, then you can change the battle position to one opponent's monster. So, you might be thinking, oh, Pot of Greed. But, like, obviously it's not exactly Pot of Greed, right? But it's not Pot of Greed. There are decks that would be perfectly fine doing this, right? Monarch is a deck that would be perfectly fine with this. They have plenty of monsters that they were willing to destroy and then draw 2 cards. Radiant Typhoon, perfectly willing to destroy a card. Like, they've got plenty of monsters they don't care to be on the field anymore. They're currently making Cicada King with them. Like, okay, sure. There's definitely decks that will love to have that. And then it also changes the battle position of an opponent's monster? Like, that's not nothing. The problem with it is the sequencing of it, because by the time you have a monster that you don't care to have on the field anymore, you probably don't need to draw 2 cards anymore, necessarily. It's not bad to draw 2 cards. If it was on a card that was you're going through as part of your combo, you wouldn't mind that at all. But as just a card that you have in your opening hand, that's kind of just sitting there doing nothing. It's not a hand trap. It's not engine. Now, a cool thing is the second effect here. If a monster pushes with the graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, very easy to do, add this card to your hand. So it recurs itself too. So you can get that draw 2 quite frequently. Now that, and also it's just a card in hand you can like send for cost of things, right? A spell card, which can be important for like a White Forest, perhaps. I forget if the White Forest doesn't have to discard their own spell traps, right? They can discard other spell traps. I actually don't remember anything about White Forest. Yeah, just any spell trap. Cool. I had to make sure I wasn't misremembering that and making a huge mistake. No, yeah, so, that's kind of interesting. Obviously, it's only once per turn, just like the other White Forest spells, but it also does draw 2 for the sacrificing 1 monster. Doesn't really plus you because you're sacrificing the monster, but it does get you the battle position swap too. So I don't know, it's interesting. It's very interesting, I would say. I think if this is low points, this could see play in Genesis. I don't know if it'll see play in Advanced. It might, but I think this has a very high chance of seeing play in Genesis if they don't point it hefty. Speaking of things that I think will get play in Genesis format if they don't get hefty points, Quick Summon, a quick play spell card. You can only use the card's second effect once per turn, which means the first effect is not a hard once per turn. Immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon set 1 monster. When you do so this way, if your opponent controls a monster, you can normal summon a level 5 or higher monster without tributing. Just a quick effect summon. People have compared it to like Ultimate Offering, which doesn't see play. Like if we go, Ultimate Offering has like better. It's got better summoning, right? right? Pretty cool. It is banned though. But like, you know, it's 0 points in Genesis. Nobody plays it there. So maybe it'll be fine. The thing is, this is a spell, not a trap card. You don't have to set it. To be super effective, you know, it'd be good to set it and have it available on the opponent's turn. But you could also, if you need to, just activate it turn 1 and get a monster on the field. And if your opponent is playing turn 0 setups, then you can also get a normal summon of a high-level monster without tributing. Not to mention, it is a quick play spell card. A big difference between Ultimate Offering and Quick Summon is that it's a quick play spell card. And you know of a deck that likes to have quick play spell cards and happens to have high-level monsters they would like to summon. Now, to be fair, these high-level monsters will summon themselves if you activate a quick play spell card anyways, but this can get them on the field a little quicker than that by not having them have to be in response to a quick play spell card already being activated, right? So it gets them to the field a little quicker if you need that. And it can just summon one of your like Sven, Eldum, or if you're running other stuff in your Radiant Typhoon deck, it can get those, and then it's a quick play spell that activates the Varurune, the Phoenix, the Crocia, right? So, I think Quick Summon has potential in Genesis format specifically. I don't know that it's going to see play in main format. Also has a second effect. During your main phase of this card in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish it, add a level 5 or higher monster from your deck to your graveyard graveyard to your hand. That can be normal summon or set, then immediately after this effect resolves to re-summon it. So it also has that going for it. It could see play in Monarch, but Monarch doesn't necessarily need this. They've already got, you know, Stormforth and Steel String Sacrifice. They've got plenty of things. They have plenty of things. They don't really need this. But I think Radiant Typhoon, like if I was, I like Radiant Typhoon. I'm going to be taking a look at this for sure, depending on how many points it is. I'm not playing it main format. Dude, don't get it twisted. And then we have D-Burst, a Destiny Hero card. Normal spell card, you can only activate one card of this card's name per turn. Target a face-up spell you control, destroy it, and if you do, draw one card. And then if you control a Destiny Hero monster, special summon a Destiny Hero monster from your hand, graveyard, or banishment. So this can pop Clock Tower, I guess. And then special summon like a Destiny Hero you want to have on the field for whatever reason. I don't know. Monsters equipped with an equip card or Destiny Hero Dogma attacks. At the end of the damage step, you can banish this card from your graveyard. That monster can make a second attack in a row. So it helps Dogma, I guess. And then we're getting the anime art of Haman, which is pretty cool. Destiny Hero Plasma with anime accurate blue name text. Sure. Cool. Oh boy, blue name text. That's really cool. All right. Well, that's all these cards from the raw special pack or raw yellow pack. Some good, interesting stuff in here for sure. There's some that are like just nothing, but I think there's a lot in here that have potential to actually shake some things up a little bit, especially Genesis format. It feels like some of these might be printed for Genesis format specifically. Obviously they're anime cards, so they're having to like bring them in as they are in the anime, but like it feels like they're bringing them in now because it's like, oh, this might be good in Genesis format, right? I don't know. Some of them are pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do with them. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for me for this one. I've got to check out the Yu-Gi-Oh! The OCG Times releases in the near future, so keep an eye out for those, and I'll see ya in the next one. Let me know what you think of these down below. Bye! Hey there, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I got a lot more for you if you want them. Just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications. I'd also appreciate if you left me a like and a comment and maybe shared the video around with your friends. You can also follow me on all the usual social media sites and find my other YouTube channels and Twitch channel by checking out my website in the description below for all those links. My videos are funded by my patrons, Ko-fi subscribers, and YouTube members whose names you'll see scrolling by in these credits here. For just $1 a month, you too can find yourself here, trapped in my end screen for all eternity, among other benefits. In particular, I'd like to thank Jeremy Coatney, Frog Prince Michael, Beastsman, Beelzis, Fleekill, Fire Mizumi, Golden Nova, Haru Hayes, Squish, and the almighty Ferret Lord. A big thanks to all my other patrons and to my little community as a whole. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful whatever time it is for you. Bye!